Well, hello everybody. It's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you fun crochet tutorials. I have the lights down so you can see my fairy lights on this crochet tree. This would be a wonderful centerpiece. Any decoration that you want. Actually, you can also put a topper on it, but this is my fairy lights that I just put on it. We're going to turn on the lights now so you guys can see what we're doing. But I wanted to show you how beautiful this was with the lights off. Let me turn this off. Now, this is a very easy pattern. It's only a few different rows. Very easy to understand. And we're going to dive right into this. Gorgeous. So I love it. So for the one that you just saw, I used this yarn from, you guessed it, Hobby Lobby. I love this chunky, super soft, super saving yarn. And this color was called White Mist. But I'm out of this yarn. I only have a tiny bit left. Obviously not enough to do another tree. So I am using this yarn. I got the hiccups, so please forgive me. I'm going to use this yarn to show you how to make this tree. And the fairy lights that I used, I purchased last year for the holidays, but these are what I ordered. I don't know if you can see it good, but it was really cheap, and you get mini packs. Okay. That's if you want to put fairy lights on it. You don't have to put fairy lights on it. You can leave them just plain. You can add tinsel. You can do whatever you want, and I would love to see them. I would love to see it. So if you make this tree project, please come find us on Whip and Chain. Join our group and post your projects. And if you post any of your projects, it don't have to be a project that I did a tutorial on. If you posted, you're automatically entered into a monthly drawing that Maggie holds. So we would love to see you there. So we're going to dive right into this. This, like I said, it's not a hard project at all. I don't see my stitch markers. That's what I was looking for, but that's okay. So we're going to just bang this out. Both my pups are with me. I got Mumu and Mia on the other side of me. Hubby and son won't be home till tomorrow. I've had a couple days to myself to get some projects done, which is something I think we all need every once in a while. All right, I am starting with a magic ring. It is the best option for this project. If you just struggle with it, you have two choices. You can message on here, and Maggie is amazing. She'll attach the magic circle, magic ring videos I did. I did two. I'm trying to figure out a whole different way to explain it. So if I can figure that out, then I'm going to do a third video on it, and maybe it'll help some of you. I would love to be able to help you all be successful at doing the magic ring or magic circle, as people call it. And the cool thing about it is once you get it, you're like, oh, what took me so long? And I was that way. It took me probably a couple years to figure it out because there's not a lot of good video tutorials out there showing you when I was trying to learn. Now there's millions of them, I'm sure. But anyway, let's dive into this Christmas tree. Magic ring, or if you did your chain, I would suggest a chain 4 and slip stitch to the first stitch and then chain 1. And in this ring, because we're using chunky yarn, you might need that extra stitch. I want you to place 8 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I want, well, you can pull a little tight, but wait, let us get down to a row or two, and then you can make it tighter. All right, so you want to slip stitch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to your first stitch, just like that. Now chain 1 and turn the whole project. Like we'd be here and keep going this way, but we don't. We want to turn. We're going to go the other way. Now if you look closely, let me see if I can try to show you exactly what I'm talking about. When you turn, here's your chain 1, here's your loop, but this stitch here right next to it, that is part of the join that you did on the first round. We don't want to go into there. We want to go into the next full stitch. Okay? All right. We're going to go right to a bobble. So wrap your hook, go in that first full stitch, grab yarn and come on up. Wrap, go through 2. Wrap, go back in, grab yarn, come on up, wrap, go through 2. Wrap again, go back in and do it again. Wrap, go through 2. Wrap, in, come on up, wrap, go through 2. And wrap, go in, come on up, wrap, go through 2. You want to keep doing this process until you have six loops on your hook. When you have 6, you wrap and you go through all of them. And the very next stitch, just throw in a single crochet. All right. Well, let's do another bobble on the next one. It ends up being 5 times you go into there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you count, you have 6 stitches. So you wrap and you go through all 6. And the next stitch, a single crochet. The next stitch, another bobble. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wrap and go through them all, and single crochet. And next stitch, another bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wrap, go through them all, and in your last stitch, you do a single crochet. Now's the time. Zoom me out here a little bit. Now's the time you should be able to pull that shut. And if you did it correctly, you will end with 4 bobbles. Now you want to slip stitch into your first bobble because that's where we started, and you slip stitch. Make sure you get both, make sure you get both strands, both sides of that stitch. Okay. Chain 1, and we're on a turn. Okay. All right. Now again, this is your joining stitch. This is your chain here, and that's your chain 1. So we don't want to go into that stitch. We want to go into the first stitch. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Now, in the first single crochet here, I'm going to put in a single crochet. In the bobble stitch, I want you to put in 2, make sure you're in the full thing, 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. The next single crochet, just 1. The next bobble, you put in 2 single crochets. The next stitch, 1. The next stitch, that was my dog, 2 single crochets into that bobble. The next one, 1 single crochet. The next one, 2 single crochet. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what I thought. And then right in that single crochet, do 1 more stitch. I really need my stitch markers. Single crochet, then you join to the first stitch, chain 1 and turn. Well, since I don't have my stitch markers, I'm going to improvise. So now the last row we started directly with the bobble. So this row we're going to start with a single crochet. Your first stitch will be a single crochet, and I'm just going to mark because it just makes my life easier. The next stitch we put a bobble in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wrap and go through all of them. Okay. The next stitch will be a single crochet. The next stitch will be a bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wrap, go through all of them. Next stitch will be a single crochet. So we're going to rotate that all the way around, and I'll see you right before the end of the joining. Okay, make sure you're pushing your bobbles out if they need a little extra love, and that happens sometimes. So since we started with a single crochet, you're going to end with a bobble. Okay, and now we're going to slip stitch into our first stitch. All right. So you should have your top one should be 4 bobbles, your next one should be 6. Now that we slip stitch, we chain 1 and we turn. Okay, now again, remember, this is your chain 1, this is the stitch that you join, so you want to start in this stitch. Okay, so that first stitch is going to be a single crochet. The next stitch is going to be a single crochet, and the next stitch is going to be a double, not double, 2 singles. So that's going to be a repeat going around, single, single, and then 2, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, after you go around, you should have 12 stitches now, right? No, I think I did it wrong. I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, I know what I did wrong. All right. So now we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn. In this first stitch, I'll put 1, if I can get it, 1 single crochet. Next stitch, 2. So we're going to rotate 1 and then 2. I don't know where my thought process was today. 1 and then 2. One, and 2, and 1. This is why I love stitch markers, because I lose my track so fast. And there it is. Okay. So chain 1, turn. One single crochet. There we go. 1 single crochet, and then 2. 3. 1 and 2. And then you end with 2. And that should land you at 18 stitches. And then you slip stitch. And moral of the story for me, always use your stitch markers. Okay? Very important. Chain 1 and turn. This round, we're going to start with a single crochet. Then the next stitch, it's going to be a bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then single crochet. You should know the routine now, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, after you come around, you slip stitch to your first stitch. And you should have 9 bubbles. And remember to punch them out, push them out, whatever word you want to use for it. Okay. This row is going to be a repeat of the row we just did. No increases. Chain 1 and turn. But this time, let's see, started with a we're going to start with a bubble. Okay. Yeah. Now, we'll start with a single crochet. I apologize. Put it in. Find your full stitch. There it is. Single crochet. Oh, it's a regular single crochet row. Guys, gotta apologize to you. Sometimes I don't know why I don't write them down. I think I remember them and I don't, and then I have to rethink. So I apologize. So you're going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch going around. Remember, we're not increasing, we're not decreasing. We're just doing 1 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17, and 18. And then you slip stitch to first stitch. All right. chain 1 and turn. We're going to start right with the bobble in the first one, and then you're going to repeat it all around. And 5. And go through all and single crochet. I'm going to meet you at the end of this one. Okay, you should have ended with 9 bubbles. We're going to slip stitch to our first stitch. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. We're going to put in 1 single crochet, one single crochet in the next, and then 2 in the next, and that will be the repeating, go around 1 1 and then 2. I'll meet you at the end of that. Okay, you should end with 24 stitches, and then you slip stitch to your first stitch, chain 1 and turn. Okay, in your first stitch you're going to start with a bobble. 1 2 3 4 and 5, and then we're going to do the same that we always do, and I'll meet you around. Okay, you should end with 12 bubbles, and we're going to do a repeat of this row. All right, so it's chain 1 and turn, and then just put in 1 single crochet in every stitch. So doing this project, I know I'm 3/4 of the way through the video, but I do definitely recommend a stitch marker for these. So I will meet you at the end of the single crochet. Okay, 24 stitches to stay the same. Slip stitch to your first stitch, chain 1 and turn. Single crochet in the first one, and then bobble and repeating the same pattern. Okay, now you slip stitch to your first stitch. Just got 2 more rows and then you are all done. Chain 1 and turn. So we're going to put in 1 single crochet, one single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2. So it's 3 singles and then 2. And I'll meet you around. Okay, slip stitch to your first stitch, and this will be the last round. So you chain 1 and turn your work, and your first stitch put in a bobble. Three, 4, and 5. We go through all of them and then single crochet. And then I will meet you at the end of this one. I can't wait for you guys to do this project. All right. And when you're done, you come around, you slip stitch to your first stitch, you chain 1, and then you can weave in your tails. And there is your tree. Very neat, very pretty. Make sure you have all your popcorns popped out where they're supposed to be. And then, if you want, you can add see if I can even open it. There we go. You can open up your fairy lights. What I do is I stretch them all out. Try not to get them tangled. They're hard not to get tangled, but do your best. There we go. And I take the plastic tab out and turn them on to make sure they turn on. And then what I do is I take it and I insert it all the way up through the center. There it is. All the way through. Take your time. These lights you do not want to pull hard. Absolutely don't want to. And just remember, these lights are an option. You do not have to put these on. Now, if you use the green, what's kind of cool is you really can't see the wire on the green like you cut on the white. And what I do is I just rotate it around, putting the fairy lights wherever I want to. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm putting them on. Just wrapping them around. Well, I think I made a decision on the chunky yarn and the loops and threads. I still like the Hobby Lobby yarn. It doesn't fuzz out. It doesn't split on me. It just works very nicely. You can tell that they put a lot into making their yarn, and that's really something to be said about that. No, it's not the cheapest yarn in town, but if you're making a nice project and you want it to turn out really nice, you want to use good product. So I'm just looping it around. It's not staying on all the bobbles. That's because this yarn is different, but that's okay. It's not staying like I did on the other one. There. Now I'm going to turn that off. As you can see, look at that. The lights are beautiful. These fairy lights, I love them. Anyway, so this is how you make the bobble Christmas tree. It's a great centerpiece for your table or for decorations for the Christmas holidays. And you can put a topper on. You can do anything you want. And I want to say thank you ever so much for watching our videos. It means so much to us, more than you know. And if you could you please hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom, and then come find us on Facebook under WIP for Work in Progress and Chain, and join our fun group. It's growing so fast, and we're going to be doing 12 days of Christmas coming up soon. And if there's something with crocheting, or even the Tunisian crocheting, that you don't know how to do and you can't find a good video on, please join our group. Comment below that you need to see something, and I will do those videos for you. We've already had a couple requests. I've done them. So I want more. Bring them to me. Shoot me any question. I will do everything in my power to help you and get a video done for it. Until next time, everybody, happy crocheting.